Hi there, my friends across the Western Pacific. A quick update today. We want to talk about the long range forecast. So, not so much the short term, where, of course, we do have an area of low pressure bringing some gusty conditions towards northern areas of Okinawa, not to mention down towards the south. Plenty of showers in parts of Mindanao. But a lot of people are asking me about what about the long range? Because the GFS has been hinting at the possibility of tropical development. You got to remember, this time 8 years ago, we actually had a super typhoon out here near Guam. But what we're seeing today is a lot of dry air from Guam north, basically north of Luzon, all the way back here towards Japan. And most of the convection is down here towards the south. But once you get kind of some cloud cover flaring up within that embedded moisture, I do think we have the potential for a lot of energy. And check this out. In this area of the Philippine Sea, sea surface temperature is about 2 to 3 degrees above average around Palau and Yap. I know that, we're talking about the El Nino, and basically that means we're shifting over towards above average sea surface temperatures off the coast of South America. But the issue is, despite even that, despite us going away from a La Nina, it means cooler water temperatures in the Western Pacific, they're still above average because we just have warming oceans. I mean, we're not, at some point, this is just going to be average, which means more energy for possible tropical cyclone development out here. So let's just take a look at what I'm talking about here with the GFS, this area towards the south and east of Guam, where we could have kind of an area of low pressure form off the southeast coast of Japan, kick off towards the north and east. You can see that right here, and on the tail end of that we get some convection. So it's kind of a domino effect as we go ahead in the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, the 10th. There's that spin up on the tail end of a frontal area towards the north. GFS has been pretty consistent on this, the 10th over towards the 11th, having a tropical low out there in the Philippine Sea. Now, granted, let's actually pull this up to a different kind of look at it with the GFS, and let's go out to, this is going to take a second to load, I bet. I think because other people in my house are streaming stuff right now, so it makes my internet creepingly slow. But it's my soapbox for the day. But yeah, here we go. Now we got it. By Monday the 10th, you got that area of low pressure off of the East Coast. And this is the GFS in particular. Now, you might think, okay, it's one long-range operational model, yada, yada, yada. Somebody comments it every time, and I say it myself. But then we always take a look at the ensemble, and specifically with the GFS, looking ahead all the way out to, this is the 10th over toward the 11th, and you can kind of see what I'm talking about with a little bit of confidence here. There's all sorts of these circles. Now, they're not getting very deep. There are a lot of blues and greens, indicating, the individual models and members of the model indicating pressure about 1,000 to 1,005 hectopascals, which would be maybe tropical depression range. 980 would definitely be tropical storm range for pressure. But the point is that the individual members all can agreeing that something could be popping off here in about the next week and a half. So what should you take away? Well, right now, we still got time to watch this naturally. It is still way out there. We have to get this domino effect taking place with this area of low pressure towards the north. It's going to move towards the east, kick off a front and the tail end of it. Then you get all of that moisture down towards the south, which could help flare up something. And then eventually that would have to work towards the west, running along the southern extent of the Westpac High. That's a lot to take in, guys, but I like to explain things instead of just going, ooh, look at this model. It says there's going to be this all the way over here on this particular day. And that's called just throwing gibberish out there. Also, you want to compare up the ECMWF with the GFS. Both actually agreeing. ECMWF a little bit weaker, but does show a big increase in rainfall for Visayas by Monday and the Tuesday of next week, too. So, simply put, there's some tropical activity that we should be watching in that extended forecast. Let me know what you guys think about this update today, and if you want to support this channel, please let me know as well. We're going to keep you posted here. Westpac Weather talking about this potential for a tropical system. Stay safe out there, guys.